a significant portion of the hospitality sector, comprising pubs, bars, restaurants, and hotels, faces imminent job losses due to recent governmental fiscal adjustments. A comprehensive survey conducted by prominent trade bodies reveals that a staggering two-thirds of surveyed businesses anticipate staff reductions as a direct consequence of the increased operational costs and diminished rates relief outlined in the autumn budget. This alarming statistic underscores the precarious position of many businesses within this vital sector of the economy. The survey's findings, indicating that a full 70% of establishments foresee workforce downsizing, paint a bleak picture for employment within the hospitality industry. The gravity of the situation has prompted the trade bodies to launch an urgent appeal to the government, advocating for a postponement of the planned alterations to employer national insurance contributions, NICs. This proactive measure is deemed essential to mitigate the immediate, potentially devastating impact on both investments and employment within the sector. The delay, they argue, would provide the hospitality industry with crucial breathing room, allowing it to maintain its crucial contribution to the overall economic growth of the nation. The core of their argument rests on the belief that the abrupt implementation of these changes will severely hinder the industry's ability to thrive and contribute positively to the national economy. The government's October budget announcement detailed significant changes, effective April, that include a substantial hike in employer NICs to 15%. This increase represents a significant financial burden for businesses already grappling with escalating operational costs. Furthermore, the threshold at which NIC contributions become payable has been lowered from £9,100 to £5,000, placing an additional strain on businesses' financial resources. Coupled with this increase in employer contributions is a 6.7% rise in the national minimum wage, pushing the hourly rate to £12.21. While these combined measures are projected to generate an annual revenue of £25 billion, a sum the government claims is necessary for revitalizing underfunded public services, they have ignited a firestorm of criticism from various large enterprises, including a significant number of major retailers and hospitality firms. These businesses, facing immense financial pressure, contend that they will be compelled to resort to drastic measures, including widespread job cuts and unavoidable price increases, to maintain financial stability in the face of these challenging fiscal changes. The government's justification centers around the necessity of these funds to bolster and modernize the country's struggling public services, an area that has undeniably faced significant underinvestment and requires substantial financial injection to address decades of neglect and underfunding. However, the businesses argue that the rapid implementation of such significant changes, without sufficient lead time or consideration for the consequences, will inevitably trigger a ripple effect of negative economic consequences. The timing of these changes is particularly contentious, given the ongoing economic uncertainty and the vulnerability of many businesses still recovering from the lingering impacts of the pandemic. The government's fiscal strategy is further scrutinized when juxtaposed against recently released figures from the Office for National Statistics. These statistics, published last week, demonstrate a sharp surge in wage growth during the final quarter of 2024, a period that also saw unemployment rates remain surprisingly static. This unexpected positive economic data directly contradicts the warnings voiced by numerous businesses, who had predicted significant job losses as a direct result of the budget's measures. The contrast between the government's projections and the actual economic indicators highlights a significant gap in understanding the potential ramifications of the fiscal policies and a failure to adequately assess the impact on businesses. The incongruity between the optimistic government forecasts and the dire predictions of the business community casts a shadow of doubt over the efficacy and fairness of the implemented economic policies. The discrepancy underscores the urgent need for more nuanced and comprehensive policy evaluations that fully consider the perspectives of all stakeholders. The situation highlights a critical need for open dialogue and collaborative solutions to navigate these complex economic challenges and ensure the sustainable growth and stability of the UK economy.